Great wholesaling real estate boom is here. That is right. A massive boom is about to hit wholesaling real estate, and nobody's really looking at it, and no one's really seeing how crazy things are getting. What is up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I'm about to tell you guys today about the crazy, insane boom that is about to hit wholesaling real estate. That is right. Coming into 2025, we're about to see some massive changes happening in wholesaling real estate, specifically with the new administration, the new policies, and like you see it, the federal funds rate that's coming out. So let's kind of talk about some key points here of exactly why a big wholesaling boom is about to happen, and exactly how this is pretty much going to be a very, very similar mirror effect that we found from 2021 to really 2023, when prices just jacked up. The amount of money people are making in wholesaling real estate jacked up, and fortunately or unfortunately, the amount of wholesalers getting in this business started rising like crazy. So the first thing that happened from 2020 all the way to like 2022 was that rates kept going down. So rates were cut down. The amount of people making money kept going up, the GDP, and the general demand for real estate was not being met, so prices kept going up and it was cheaper to buy a house. And ever since really 2023, 2022, they started raising the rates, which made it more expensive to buy real estate. And when it was more expensive, the mortgages almost doubled overnight. Less people wanted to buy real estate, which kind of slowed down pricing, which slowed down people wanting to buy your wholesale deals, which meant wholesaling was not as profitable, which still is making more money than ever because they just kept growing the business. But for the average wholesalers, maybe slightly harder. Now we're coming into a brand new era of wholesaling in 2025 where we are going to see massive rate cuts going. Now we see the current president that is wanting to go out here and make massive changes to the Fed chair. They want to make it more politicized. Now, I'm not giving my political opinion of the current president or what the current Fed chair is going to do or politics or anything like that. I'm looking at this from a wholesaler's perspective. You can go argue about politics somewhere else on another YouTube channel, but this is not exactly what I'm telling you to be focusing on. Let's focus from a neutral party. If you hate the guy, you love the guy, I could care less. Let's just talk about the words he says, the actions from his last administration, and what we could probably guess up in the future. Now, what I've seen is that the president is wanting to make rates as low as possible. If you look at 2019, 2020, right when he was leaving office, he was actually wanting rates to go literally to zero or even negative rates, which was a sentiment he still holds now because he kind of understands that the lower the rates, usually the better the short-term economy is. Now we're going to get what the long-term economics of this is going to look like. I'm not talking about this, but he is a guy that wants rates to be as low as possible. First, it helps with the federal debt, which we get, but it makes buying real estate cheaper, which helps his constituents and makes them look better, right? I mean, with the president before him, rates going low was good for the other side of the aisle too. So it's pretty apparent that he wants rates to be super low, and he is going to be appointing somebody to the chair that probably fits his narrative. Now, he does not like the current Fed chair, Jerome Powell, which he actually put in, because he's very hawkish, right? He kind of is very, very careful of making drastic changes, but he's leaving in a year, right? So he's going to be cutting rates, but not as drastic as probably the next person coming in that the current president wants to put in. So from every which way, and heck, I even look at the betting markets for this, traders are betting 85% in favor of rate cuts happening in 2025 than not. And most experts predicting 1 or 2 more rate cuts in 2025. We know most likely, I would put about 85%, we're going to get lower interest rate cuts from the Fed cutting rates in 2025. So this is an educated guess. Now, obviously, if things change, I'm going to make a new video. I might do a live stream about it. But for most expert economists, we are guessing the rates to be going down. And when rates go down, there's more buyer demand. And when there's more buyer demand, there are higher prices on real estate. And when buyers are buying more for houses, we make more on our assignment fees. So kind of the skinny of this first part is we are most likely going to see higher buyer demand in 2025 than we see now, and way more than from a year ago. So that's overall, I think, a good thing for wholesalers. There's going to be more buyers looking to buy, and I think the amount of sellers are going to be pretty much the same. They actually might be more willing to sell because now when they sell and they go get another mortgage, it's going to be cheaper than now. And I do see mortgage rates going down, not plummeting down, but slowly going down. We're probably going to have this effect for probably 2 to 3 years, so things are going to go well. And obviously, I want to make this very, very, very clear. Things are looking pretty good right now. The only thing in my personal opinion that is going to throw anything out of whack, and I'm knocking on wood here, it doesn't happen, is if we have another great sickness that happens or crazy thing happens right there, or if there's like a crazy WAR, right? I'm not going to say that word for the YouTube algorithm, but you understand if something geopolitical happening or maybe some health scare or something crazy happens, which, I mean, there's always that risk for everything. We're pretty much going to be status quo in the future for 2025 is my prediction. But overall, there's going to be more buyer demand. We're going to make more per assignment fee. So this is part of the great boom that we're going to see in 2025. On top of this too, there's been more tools than anywhere else in the wholesaling game in 2025 coming out than we've ever seen in the past. There are free disposition tools out here. There are so many free websites to find wholesaling real estate deals. There's so many great marketing ways that you don't have to spend any money on, which is amazing. That's really changing the game for wholesaling. One massive example is a Google Voice Chrome extension, which you can start clicking to call for all your callings. So it's basically a free dialer, which is absolutely amazing. On top of this too, X Leads is now giving out 1,000 free skip traces. So I've been begging everybody, go to X Leads, go get your 1,000 free skips, put that sucker through Google Voice, and now we have 1,000 free skip trace numbers that we can get our government list from, get our 1,000 free skips, and just start calling. Heck, if you utilize the 1,000 free skip traces on X Leads and you utilize a free Google dialer, there's literally no excuse of why you can't go out here and start doing wholesaling deals. Yeah, back in the good old days, you used to spend 50, 100, 150 hours to skip trace 1,000 records. Now it's free, batched in bulk at X Leads. So we eliminate the excuse about the data. We eliminate the excuse about buyer demand. What is next? Well, because I see the data to be even easier and better and more accessible, it's going to be a lot easier to make money wholesaling. And there's going to be more buyers. So unfortunately, when the industry does better, we are probably going to see more wholesalers get into the game, which I don't think is particularly a bad thing. It's probably going to mean there's a little more competition, which, yeah, I know it sucks. We do not want more wholesalers trying to get deals because we want to get all the deals ourselves. But before looking at that as a bad thing, we got to look at it as a positive thing or a thing that we can make money in the future. And one thing we can do to make more money in the future and to look at this as a positive thing is to be like, wait, I can actually do deals with these people. So if I'm able to find my buyers and find my dispo right, I can go to these new people that lock up deals they can't sell them and I can JV with them. That's what I've been doing. I've been embracing new wholesalers coming in forever because I'm making a ton of money with them. Not from them like a guru, but with them, right? We do deals together. And I want you to embrace that too. So I would love you to JV in the comment section below, but most importantly, I've also come out with a free new community. I've actually created a brand new update for freewholesaling.com. So we're calling it freewholesaling.com 2.0. But this is an absolutely free school community that I'm dropping for free. So freewholesaling.com, I had my whole course in there. Now the whole course is inside of school, which I completely revamped and updated. Now you can learn wholesaling real estate absolutely free for free at freewholesaling.com. It used to take 5 seconds to sign up for freewholesaling.com, put your email, boom, you get access. Now it only takes 5 seconds because all you have to do is go to freewholesaling.com, put your email, and boom, you get access to the free school community. And now you just don't only learn wholesaling, but you're going to be able to interact with other wholesalers learning together, which you can do JV deals, network with other people, DM other people, and really make it like a virtual meetup for the wholesaling real estate community. All my live streams are going to be scheduled out there on the calendar so you know exactly when to talk to me, when to talk to other people, and really create the largest wholesaling real estate community that anybody's ever done. This is what freewholesaling.com is, and I'm so excited for it. So there is a massive gold rush coming for wholesaling real estate. It is here. The gold rush is here. The only thing you need to be doing is to go out here and get the gold. The gold is there. The gold is here. It is up to you to go out here and get that gold. So how do you go out and get the gold? How do you go out here and get all that cash, all that money, all these wholesaling deals coming in? Well, we know the buyer's demand is going to be high. We know the amount of data is going to be easy. All we have to do is go out here and put the work, put the effort, get to action. So my actual step for everybody watching this, if you want to go out here and get rich in this new gold rush or this new boom of wholesaling real estate, make a plan and then execute that plan. Now, the plan you should be doing is at least 100 contacts a week. This is kind of a new standard for 2025, a new gold standard, no pun intended, but new gold standard for wholesaling real estate. But if you're able to just get a contact, right? So maybe you have to do 2 or 3 calls to get one person to pick up and say hello. If you get in front of 100 hellos every single week of phone call, reverse drawing for dollars, bandit sign, digital band, I don't care what it is, but you get in front of 100 eyeballs, 100 people listening your message on a government list, heck, you send direct mail, whatever it is. If you're able to get your message out there, you are going to get rich wholesaling real estate. So what are you waiting for? The gold rush is here. Get in front of 100 people a week, call them, text them, heck, knock on the door. I don't care. If you could just get in front of those 100 people, your life in the next 30 days can be completely different than what it is right now. That's right. You'll be watching this broke, and in 30 days, literally a month from now, 4 weeks, 30 days, you could have a $30,000 check in your hand. The only thing stopping you is you. The only thing stopping you is getting off this computer and stop getting out of this video and just get out there, get your butt driving around, get your butt in a seat calling somebody, grab your phone, start texting, get rich wholesaling real estate. Guys, life is here. You're watching this and you're watching me for a reason, because I'm going to be the person to bring you to the land of riches, the land of making money wholesaling. There's a reason I popped up on your feed today. The reason I popped up on your algorithm today. Guys, I already make millions of dollars wholesaling. I do not need to make any more extra money wholesaling. You're the one that I need to get rich and change your life. Don't do it for you, do it for your family. Go out here and make a change in your life. I promise you, if you go ghost, if you go crazy, if you go focused, get rid of all the distractions and focus on this opportunity that has been presented to you. Most opportunities from the wholesaling gurus are opportunities where, hey, give me your credit card. This is an opportunity that costs no money at all. If you're ready to go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course. Go all in on yourself right now and make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Guys, the boom is here. Go out here and take it. And like always, have a blessed one. Thanks, guys.